Hey there everybody, Derek with Hydroeconomist, where we like to grow our prosperity, wealth, and freedom. And today, if you know from my previous videos, you know that I'm in Arizona right now. I just got done doing all these super cool, motivational, it's super conference. I'm out here for a work thing. So, just doing some really cool things with building our business in the repair industry, but that's what I'm here for. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about today. Today, we are going to Biosphere 2. And if you don't know what Biosphere is, or bio anything, think of that old Pauly Shore movie. Whether you like it or not, that's one thing or another, but I don't think we're going to have much of the same experience, but I'm way looking forward to checking this out. Have a beautiful day for it. Totally motivated. Just saw a panel of speakers. It really just gets you going. All right, I'm gonna get to my Uber here in a minute, and I believe it's en route. And yeah, we'll pick up when we get there. All right, everybody, we're here. Biosphere, brought to you by the University of Arizona. Oh yeah. I'm excited. All right, well, here we are, everybody. We're on our way to the lower habitat. That's where my tour is going to start. But here, check this out. Ooh, this place looks like it's going to be fun. I'm excited. Kind of neat. I guess they do like events here too. Looks like somebody's having like a wedding party or something. All right, everybody, we're about to start the tour. I'll come back to you here in a second when we get going. Well, this is a neat little entrance. It looks like I'm about to go into a ship or like a submarine.
Return to the What If series here. Every Saturday in the months of March and April, we have a special presentation by someone who's visiting, someone who is a scientist or an engineer or a mathematician, and they come here and provide a 5-minute presentation roughly.
Women make up half the total U.S. workforce, which makes sense, but only 29% of the jobs in science and engineering. This is kind of an alarming statistic. In about 40-year span, only 66 physics doctors were awarded to African.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy your tour.
easy to see the rainforest, so move forward when you get inside. All the plants that you see in here all came from the Amazon rainforest of South America. They've been growing in here for over 30 years. There are thousands of plant species, millions of insects inside this ecosystem. Come on in, folks. Come on in. Now, the research that the university is doing in this rainforest, they're researching how the plants take in sunlight, photosynthesis up at the glass. They're researching how fast carbon travels through a rainforest. They're into the stems of the plant, and if it continues longer, the plant will just hold water only in the stalk of the plant. That's how they survive during long periods of drought. So we're going to go out to the ocean next. So Bonobos are like a cross between a monkey and a cat. They're part of the lemur family. We had two families of them living inside the rainforest. The problem was they didn't stay in the rainforest. They're native. This is their home, the Amazon. But they went everywhere. In fact, they went into the basement. One of them injured one of his arms. And if you can imagine, if you were one of the 8 living in here and you're sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning, they got in there to their apartments and the little creatures crawling over the top of you. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That's what happened inside the biosphere back in the day. Yes. Okay, we're going to go out to the ocean.
Hydroponics?
Pardon?
Hydroponics?
Aquaponics. We're going to talk about that.
Sweet.
Okay, we're standing above the Biosphere ocean. The water below you, some of this water was brought here from off the coast of San Diego, California. Not only did they bring ocean water to the Biosphere, they brought all of those things you normally associate with the Pacific Ocean back in 1991. Back then, this was considered a tropical ocean. To your right is the deepest part of this ocean. It's over 25 feet deep in that particular area, 25 feet deep. Now, over the years, we did lose some of the species living in this ocean. Of course, some of the apes, when they were living in here, ate a lot of the fish out of this ocean as well. Now, the university is going in a different direction. They are remodeling this ocean to resemble a desert ocean, because look at where we are. The desert of southern Arizona. Desert ocean would be like the Sea of Cortez. So that's what the university is focused on. One of the least researched areas of our world. Now you notice the blue tarp. Well, the blue tarp's there because we are replacing some of the cracked glass in the biosphere, replacing rusted out struts as well, repainting and grinding. A lot of work is going on throughout the biosphere. The university is bringing the biosphere up to 2017 standards. Now, the University of Arizona scientists use this metaphor in regards to the ocean that you're looking at. They're saying that the ocean is a metaphor for the human heart. We know that the heart inside the human body helps to regulate the circulatory system. That is, it helps in cooling us off, it helps in warming us up. And that's what the oceans do to the climate conditions on planet Earth. It helps in warming us up, helps in cooling us off. Now, scientists are telling us that during the last many thousands of years ago, the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere was negligible. But as soon as the industrial age occurred, it jumped up twice as much. With that amount of CO2 in our atmosphere, it's acting like a blanket, holding in a lot of the greenhouse gases, causing our planet to warm up. So a lot of Arctic ice is melting. So that means that our oceans are rising. In fact, scientists are telling us that our oceans have risen over 8 inches in the last 60 years, and that's accelerating. So at some time in the future, cities along the coast are going to be impacted by that. Throughout the tour, you're going to see plants in blue barrels. The plants in the blue barrels are going to be transplanted on the hill slopes. What do you see on mountains and hills? Yeah, vegetation, grass, trees, and rocks. That's going to give the scientists another variant. All the insects that you see in here come from the areas, like this is the upper savanna area over the ocean. All the insects in this area came from Africa. The insects in there came from South America.
So these are African ants?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm. And a lot of the vegetation where we are came from Africa as well, Northeast Africa. Okay, and as we get lower, in that area over there where we're going next, that marsh, all the insects, all the plants came from Florida.
Florida, what? System. Just like they use trickle down hydroponics. It starts from the top and it flows all the way down, goes to a reservoir, pumps it all the way back up.
As you walk down the steps, you're walking past our marsh, our swamp, our wetland. Those are mangrove trees over there, considered the kidneys to the world's ocean. In front of us is a series of plastic tubs, stair step going downhill. If you look at the tubs, you're noticing that these plants that are growing inside are vegetable plants growing on top of rocks. Yet they're literally growing on top of the rocks. And the water is being recycled through this system. There's a pump at the bottom that pumps water all the way back to the top where this top tub is, and then it gets recycled downhill again. Now, this is called an aquaponic system, an aquaponic pond. This is being done by a group of scientists here at the University of Arizona and some students here, high school students here in Tucson. Now, how the system works is the scientists will feed the fish. There are fish in that top pond. There are koi and catfish, about 9 or 10 koi and I think about 6 or 7 catfish. The scientists feed the fish with fish meal, and the fish are also eating the algae that's growing inside. Now, the fish affluent or waste from the fish will be taken up by the root system of these plants. So it's a self-cleaning system as well, self-cycling system, an aquaponics system. And this type of system, the scientists are offering when they do research like on the changing climate on our planet. They're offering this in places of the world that are experiencing severe drought conditions. If you compare this system to that single tub right next to it, the single tub with the soil inside and the plants growing in there is called a geoponic system. Now this is the way we grow our food today, where the farmer comes along and inserts seeds directly into the soil, and then he comes along with a hose and waters the plants as needed. Believe it or not, this system right here takes up probably 9 times more water than the aquaponics system does. So you can see how efficient this system is.
You gotta build me one of these. Hey,
That's how they do it.
it's the best way to do it, trust me. I grow hydroponic strawberries and stuff at home too, so I'm like burning out right now, so I don't like Okay. Oh.
As you walk down